Breathe in positive thoughts. Breathe out negativity. I release everything that I cannot control. I create my own happiness every day. I am beautiful, inside and out. I let go of any worries and lean in. I am beautiful. I am smart. I am blessed.
As we continue to move through these different ways and different thoughts and things like that that we experience life, we come to this time in 2020 where we hear that there's this thing called COVID that was already happening. COVID-19 literally was in 2019, and then we start seeing the world change. That is what the cycle of life is. It's constantly changing, but we see it change a little bit more than we're used to. So my thing is like, how do we continue to maintain our peace of mind?
If I'm consuming, it's for a reason, but it's having to recognize whether or not, like, are you really using your phone or is your phone using you? You know, like there's a balance to it. So
it's a big conversation. And I love it that it's here because it's like, this is what we're doing. We're doing this on purpose.
So the question today is, how do we take aggressive action to create a productive community?
But we have a generation that's coming up. And
We want to get your take on what your unMUTEmee is, what you feel when I speak of those words or just in different spaces. What are your thoughts on it? What is your stand on whatever you personally feel? Being aware and sharing our thoughts, our ideas, different pointers with the community, with people, just as the same. You're like, hey, this is what I've experienced. So I want to tell you what can be better, what you can do or keep in mind with, and you're not alone. It does take, especially in this season with COVID going on, with everybody in the house and things, it's at a season where a lot of the things that we used to be able to ignore, we can't anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with yourself in these seasons because now you have masks on, you have to be in the house. A lot of things are very different. And now it's like, shaking some stability that we normally have to hold ourselves, not accountable per se.
So that the flint won't happen to you. I ask you, are you ready?
I know we see the whole Black Lives Matters, but in all actuality, black money matters. And until we wake up and understand the power of our dollar, then we probably won't go anywhere. Your protests, your marches mean nothing until we can control our own economics. My teacher has taught me that our unity is more powerful than a nuclear bomb. Think about that. Our unity, no matter if you're a Christian, Muslim, whatever, our unity is more powerful.
Sometimes we'll get so caught up in our beliefs of saying let's be together, we forget like There's so many different other ideas and projections and concepts that still are in their own square or in their own space that we kind of ignore because we're so caught up into trying to be.
We need real conversations, not in theory. We need a 90-day plan, quickly to mobilize. And I don't mean to fight, I mean to stand. I mean to expand, because the power economically is important.
I guess what boxes you want to address, right? Because it's like so many different things.
So the space that I'm in now, in this new world that we're in, where things just seem very chaotic and people are just kind of in this constant rat race and running after like the next best thing, or even may not even be the next best thing for them, but because it's the next best thing, they think that's what they should have. And it's become more apparent now than ever that health is really important. I've been on my health journey for the last 6.5 years, and I've gone through different phases of my health, from eliminating certain foods to discovering and accepting that I'm an alcoholic and overcoming that, growing myself as a leader, leaving my corporate job that I thought I was going to retire for to start my own coaching business, and then venture off into other business opportunities. Like, life is completely different now. And with my health being at the foundation and what I carry to be the most important, I'm able to be all these things that I want to be. I'm able to have the confidence to leave a corporate job and start a coaching business.
Yeah, I think that just comes down to, promoting open-mindedness, you know what I'm saying? Maybe understanding, but definitely like open-mindedness, like just pushing the idea that, different doesn't always mean like dangerous, or different doesn't always mean like bad or wrong or inefficient, or all of those things, like it's just different. As if you're like open minded or open to experiencing and understanding the difference, you could learn from it or like grow from it.
They got here because of all that they experienced, all that they've seen, all that they've interpreted from their life. You know what I'm saying? So I know, like, there's some things I can never imagine because I've never experienced it, right? I'm realizing that it's what you perceive because it's what you know. Does this align with you advancing in your life too?
Your strengths, like understanding your strengths, so that in a way to grow yourself, not in a way that holds you back.
If we recognize that we have individual things that other people don't have, or that we have individual experiences that somebody never experienced, and that's why we are the way we are, we start to recognize that other people have that too.
You can do anything you put your mind to. Only thing stops you is you. Not the color of your skin, not nothing else. What stops you is you. Period. Because you can get it done. So if you hungry and you gotta do something, you're gonna get, like, certain things we take more precedent than others.
Resilience is important. I feel that we were being resilient, we would keep bouncing back, but internally, I was starting to kind of have those moments of questioning. Is somebody trying to tell me something? Am I supposed to, why? Yeah, is this a sign? Because I do believe, you get your intuition and you kind of, find out what's going on with the universe. But I think I had to say, this is my purpose. This is what I want to do.
We're in the thick of it. And because we have these resources available to us, because we have robots that we can make work for us, set this timer, do this, do that, right? We have to stay on top of that. Otherwise, we're working for them.
looking at it from a military standpoint, from an infantry standpoint, be careful how you move because your emotions can cause you not to think properly.
I started understanding that it was more than just art, because the technology of orgone helps to rebalance energy in the environment. It's very relaxing for me, and especially the fact of knowing I'm still helping other people in a different way. It may take a different form of energy, but it's not the same amount of energy as being a life coach, because we can be honest, humans today can be difficult. We can be difficult with ourselves. So imagine dealing with a lot of people that say they want help, but they don't really want to put the work in.
You see what's going on now, that generation is not going to make it with the same tools that we used to get. We have to equip them with something else, but before we equip them, we have to equip ourselves.
But I understand now I can, but it's by affecting each individual that I come across.
I have something to say. Is my skin my sin? Is the one that chose to harvest me feasting on the strange fruit? Hearts beat the names of fallen souls whose blood cried for freedom's ring. Its roots of defeat and deserted tears that spoke this hate was norm.
I tell anybody, if you start a business, make sure it's your passion, because your
Government conspired. The system needs new wires. Politicians bitching, they'll say anything for hire. Liars tend to inspire the weak to push themselves higher. We're all in dire need. I'll plead they'll never see, cause we on the floor to see in this mediocre hierarchy. The seafloor is our home. C4s are blown at the bottom. We founder, then we explode. I'm at home when I'm gone. I get high to escape from that fluoride, to shovel with my third eye.
And so I encourage people, when you want to do something, you don't have to go all in. I know it's a common phrase, leap and build your wings on the way down. I'm conservative. That's not comfortable.
Right.
I don't want to lose sleep at night. I don't feel like being scared. I had a young family at the time. I don't want to stress out my family. So I'm like, I'm not leaping. I'll just build a bridge brick by brick.